Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, where you are. Uh, let's get started here on Chainlink, which this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. This market is extremely risky and volatile, and you are responsible for your own trades, managing your own risk, doing your own research, and this is just my humble opinion on the market. We have discussions all the time on the Discord, so if you're not in our Discord server, just to put a comment on the video, and I will get you a link. We're just trying to keep down on spam and trolls, and it doesn't cost anything for you to join. So just go ahead and put in a comment. I'll get you an invite. Also, if you're enjoying these videos, like, subscribe, share. We like to continue to expand the community. All right, so let's take a look at things here. We've got, um, we were talking yesterday. We were talking a lot about, this wedge that we were in, and I was under the assumption that we were going to break out one way or another with a decent amount of volume, and we did. We broke up, and then we came down, and for a long time, I have been saying, yeah, we're probably going to go to like 280, 285, maybe 290 or so, and we stopped here at about 282. So this hit, the high here was, let me see if I can get it right, 282 right on the dot, and then we pulled all the way back down here to $2.60. Almost 260. It was just above 260, 260.22. All right. So what have we found? What have we learned from just the last 24 hours? Not a whole lot yet. I'm still, I'm still not convinced that we are going to really skyrocket yet. Although it is very likely that we do. Um, but just the fact that we pushed through that support zone at 263 and we pushed down here all the way down to 260. That does give me a little bit of a bias that we can continue going down here. So let's just measure this move, right? So let's ignore everything else that we have, and let's just see what we have, because, whether you like it or not, this is 5 waves. So we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, no invalidation here, and then we've got a 5. Okay, so we have 5 waves down. So does that mean that we are in a 5-3-5 where we are now correcting up? So potentially we are going to be doing this A, B, and we're going to go up for the C, which again might stop at about 275. We'll talk about that here in a moment. And then we'll work on our projections here, because the next move logically after we get up to the C is going to be another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's talk about this, and let's talk about how this can play out. All right, first off, we're going to use fib retracement. I'm going to mark this off all the way over here on the right so that we can see the chart a little bit better. All right, so we've got this. Moving up here to the 618 or the 786 is very likely. So that's going to be this C wave here. The C wave could come up as far as 277. I would say 275 just to be safe. And then we're going to start moving down. And so let's just go ahead, and I'm going to mark this off between the 618 and the 786. So we know that that's what those levels are. That's going to be the 618 and the 786. All right, so let me go ahead and do this as well. So this is going to be right here. We'll put this. This is going to be our 61.8. And then we've got right here, this is going to be our 78.6. Perfect. So we've got that labeled off. That looks really, really good. All right, so now let's talk about where we can go from there, because that's where everybody wants to know. Where's going to be the great place to buy? All right, so we've got this A going up for the B, and let's just say for a moment that we get halfway. We'll kind of put it right halfway, right at 275. We're pretty close. We'll just say 275. All right, so our targets here that we've got are going to be the 618, the 100, or the 123.6. The 123.6 goes all the way down to $2.48. The 100 comes down here to 253, and the 618 would be sort of like a double bottom, which would be okay too at 261. Okay, so we're going to have to wait and see where we get our rejection. I'm looking right here at about 275. And also just keep in mind what this means is Bitcoin likely is going to be moving up or sideways for a while. And then, I've been talking about Bitcoin going back down closer to 9,000 for a while. This move down would support that move. So we've got from here, what I can see at least, from the top, we have an A, and then we have a B, and then we're going to go down here for the C on a much higher degree. And I'll go ahead and mark this off in white. This is going to be where we are expecting this correction to complete. And let's take this. We're going to be doing what I'm expecting is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we've got our A, B, C to come up. And then I'm expecting, and this 1 is going to be what determines how far down we go. 1, 2, and then 3, and I'm just freehand drawing here, 4, and then 5 to come down to that C. I'm somewhat expecting the 100% extension on this. As you can see, this 5 came down pretty quick, so it depends on how long this B wave actually happens. It could be that this is going to happen quick as well, in which case this 5 is also likely going to happen fairly quick also. And so what I'm going to use, and I don't use this very often, but I'm going to use the trend-based fib time. So I'm going to measure the time it took for this wave to complete, and then I'm going to go up here to where I think wave C is going to complete. So that takes us for the third wave, or the wave C, to take 100% of the time that wave A took. We're looking at November 8th. About 5 o'clock, and this is on Eastern time, UTC minus 5. So that's tomorrow around 5 o'clock in the morning, UTC minus 5. So we're looking at this completing within the next 24 hours. Next 24 hours, I would expect this correction to be complete. And at that point, I would be looking for buying down here at about 250. Probably what I will do is I will layer in buys. And let me just go ahead and put this on here. I'll probably start layering in buys at about 256, and I'll be allowing this to come all the way down to 246. I'll be layering in buys down here, and my targets are, as we've discussed, and I'm going to delete this because this was a meme that we were working in the Discord yesterday, but targets would be much higher. Targets would be much higher. I'm not really going to project where we're going to go just quite yet, but I do think it is possible that we do come down here, and I do think that we will eventually break $3. I do think that that is a possibility that can happen. I do think that Bitcoin does have the ability to completely ruin any of our plans, so that's why it is important to manage your risk appropriately and to have appropriate stop losses. But nonetheless, I would be looking to buy in this red zone down here, specifically between 253 and 248, and doing a stop loss about 245 or somewhere around 245 in this range right here. I expect this level at 250 to be pretty strong. And the reason why I expect 250 to be pretty strong, and y'all should know me pretty well by now, because we had support, we had a breakthrough, but it was still support, then we had resistance, and then we had a deep throw, and it was support, it was bought up. This was the last time we tested that, and that was support. It was a front run. So that's why I'm kind of, I'm kind of favoring throwing in some bids around 253 to 254, major bids at 250, and then, more bids here at 248, but I'll be planning on cutting my loss, on the bottom of this, a little past it. So the red zone is actually where I'm planning on buying, and I'll be looking to take profit about $3.40. I'm happy to take a 32% profit, Maybe I'll miss out on a 500% push. That doesn't matter to me. That's fine. I'm just, being conservative. I'm not planning on holding it much further than $3.40. So that's what I've got on Chainlink right now. So I'll be doing some other videos here in just a little bit on some other things. If you have any comments, feel free to throw them in the YouTube chat here. Feel free to hop in the Discord if you have any questions there. If there's anything that you'd like for me to take a look at, you can throw that in the comments as well. I'll be more than happy to do any analysis on any other coins that you're interested in. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and end it for the day. Thanks for joining. Thanks for spending 10 minutes or so with me, and I will talk to you all later.